Look, guys, we made it. I guess we're gonna go party with Chris. Actually, I got a text from Chris. He said Ronnie will be at the house when we get there. So, look at her face. 100. Total 100. No. Gotcha. Yeah, you think I'm gonna waste that happy birthday present? That surprise? Don't be. But we're here. We'll see you guys on the strip. Bye. All right, guys. This is it. This is the intersection where Tupac was gunned down. Tragically.
That was the year that I was born, wasn't it?
Was it?
2002? Pretty sure.
Is that when it happened? I know they were leaving. See, I don't understand, because what were they doing over here? They were leaving the MGM because they were at the fights. And they actually got into a... They actually got into a fight at the MGM, and they pummeled this guy. And there's video of them showing Tupac jumping in and kicking the dude and all that. And then they took off, but it was him and Suge. They were in the car, and they said a Lincoln Town car pulled up right up next to him. And that was it. So, but this is it. The corner of Flamingo and Cobalt.
Wow.
Oh my. Dude, so we're at this place called Milk.
Milk bar.
The Milk Bar, right? So, Gabby finally got her Milk Bar, right?
I got a cereal milk ice cream with rainbow sprinkles.
And I got this most exciting double shot of espresso.
But I also got a latte.
Hey, y'all want to be on YouTube? For real? Yo, we got some new friends over here at the Milk Bar in Las Vegas at the Cosmopolitan. Come check them out. You are?
Danielle.
James.
Kenny. And they are new members of the
Para family.
All right, guys, we're gonna head out. We'll check you out next time. Well, it's gotta be at least 10 years now.
The houses out here are super pretty.
Well, this is an area called the Scotch 80s. All the, the high rollers, the Mayor Goodman lives out here, or that's Mayor Goodman. Wow, look at that. these houses have. Look at this one here.
They're like.
Look at that. It's like a compound. I want to find this other house. So Zach and the guys did a house over here. I don't know if they call it Hell House or the Demon House. I mean, that's gorgeous.
You're not gonna be able to see it or my camera's angle.
That's a beautiful,
Wow.
house.
Oh my gosh.
Was it Bainey? It's all the way at the end, and they said that this thing, it was a mobster. It was a mobster's house, and let's see if I can find it. I did get it on video one time, and I can't remember what happened. It was the time that me and Mommy were here. I think it was that one. But some of these houses like took a huge hit in 2008 when everything fell out. I mean, look at the size of these. These are huge.
Mansions.
I mean, look at that thing.
That house right there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'll try and find because I'm gonna turn around right down there.
Beautiful.
But look at this. Yeah, let me see. I'm driving. Look at that. Huge.
It's got
Video camera.
tennis court socket.
The tennis court goes to this one. Look, they're remodeling the whole inside of this house.
That's so crazy.
You know that show Flipping Vegas?
This one's pretty.
And the thing is that these houses back in the day, these houses all have been here for years and years. The bigger performers, like Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin, I think, had a house out here. I'm pretty sure back in the day, Mr. Sinatra had one. Because you could tell the 60s houses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, you could tell, and then you could tell the ones that they try to use like that, they remodel them and they make them look nice. Like this. This has been remodeled. This hasn't.
Yeah.
That was probably built in the 70s right there.
And like there's cactuses everywhere.
Honey, we live in the desert.
I know, but I feel like that's so dangerous.
We don't. Well, we kind of do live in the desert, but this is the desert. No doubt about it. Man, what that name? Look at that thing. Oh, that's the golf club. I didn't even know that. I didn't know there was a golf course.
Me neither.
Look at the size of that property. I mean, look at how huge it is.
It's got.
That house is. And look at the garage. The garage is bigger than our apartment building.
It's crazy.
I see that.
Wow.
No, this ain't it. Oh, yes, it is. That's the house right there. That's the house that Zach and them did. I don't remember what episode it was, but this house used to belong to a mobster.
Here, I will.
I don't know.
Show it when we get around.
Yeah, I don't know who's of the names or anything, and I probably wouldn't put that name out if I knew. So, but yeah, this house right here. I'll get the name of it, or I'll get the episode, just so you guys can watch it and see what it looks like. All right, guys. So I had thought of a new place that we're gonna try to get into too. Not today, but we're gonna try to get into this place. I don't know if you guys remember. I believe it was like in the '80s. Ted Binion, the son of Benny Binion, they own the Horseshoe downtown. Remember I showed you in the video, the old casino. He was killed here. I don't know exactly when, but 2408.
Yeah.
What's that? That's 09. It's that one. They remodeled it.
Yep.
All right. turn around real quick. So, Benny Binion, obviously, you know that he's the one that started the World Series of Poker. He was famous for he would take any bet. Didn't matter. Any bet. You wanted to bet $1 million, you wanted to bet $10 million. He took the bet. He was the only one in Vegas that did that. His son, after he passed away, his son took over, Ted, and that's when everything started kind of falling apart. They had, I believe Benny owned a silver mine, and I don't know exactly where that silver, I know it's in Nevada somewhere, but he had a silver mine, and reportedly there was tons, I mean tons of silver that they had in bullion, you know, the things, the blocks. What?
Oh, I'm just telling you to look at the camera.
Thanks. Yeah, the gold bullion, or not gold, silver. And the story was that his girlfriend and this other guy, her other boyfriend, I guess, or whatever, they conspired together to kill him and then make it look like he overdosed on pills and heroin and that thing. But it was determined through the autopsy that, I guess, I don't know. Anyways, they went to jail. They got convicted. Because I remember a few years back when we lived here, they that was in the news that she was going up for a parole hearing or something like that, and she got released and he didn't. But yeah, that was a big controversy, and the silver is still missing. Like, nobody knows where the silver is. The guy that was involved, that also went to jail, he was seen, and the reason why he got picked up like that was because he was seen going to the ranch. They had a ranch out in the desert somewhere that Benny owned a bunch of stuff. Let's put it that way. Super rich. Probably more money than they know what to do with. And he left it to his son, who, I mean, you guys can imagine in the 80s.
Okay, real quick.
I'm just gonna pull over.
It's not this house, but it's the one with the fence right here.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Beautiful house.
Oh, yeah.
All the houses out here are beautiful.
But yeah, so he was found dead in that house. So I would safely assume that, you know, his spirit lingers around here. I mean, if I had to, this would probably be a great place to do it. And look at that house. I mean,
it's got a little dolphin structure statue type thing.
I was gonna take you. The next time we come out here, I'll take you over to. We'll take you guys over to Siegfried and Roy's compound. Their house is cool. Well, they actually own two houses on the corner. It's like this, but they're connected with a tunnel underneath the street. Underneath I believe it's Okie. Hey guys, so me and Gabby are still over here in Vegas, and I wanted to introduce you guys to a really close friend, closer than my brother was to me. 20 years now that we've known each other for 20 years, and so he's got some interesting stories. And you guys might recognize his voice. He was the one that was telling us the story about the mill when we almost went to jail that night.
You guys are messing around, you go up there. But, man, I'll tell you what.
But that's why we did it. We don't want them going up there. We don't want them to get risking themselves going to jail and all that kind of stuff.
No, I don't mean that. I mean that place.
Oh.
I've been in there. I've been, I was with the caretaker for 2 nights. That is straight up horror in there. Yeah.
Gabby, how you doing back there?
I'm good. I'm still sick.
She's not feeling good. She's just kind of laying low tonight. So we're gonna go do. We're gonna shoot. This is the cemetery where Chris's family is buried. He's kind of in the same situation as I am. His mom, his dad, basically his whole family, like mine. His sisters all passed away. So, we're going to be doing some benefit stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
We're going to do some stuff for cancer. Maybe do a cancer drive.
It's all tied through to your guys' work and what you do and how you work with others. And it's Sebastian is aboard with some things that we put together, a nonprofit called National Youth Alliance, which benefits lots of kids, so
sports.
Good stuff.
We're going to be bringing stuff up to Utah as well. We're trying to bring Utah teams down here for the big tournament. Well, I guess we can tell them the pigskin tournament is around and gets 20th of the year. And if you don't know what the pigskin tournament is,
you don't know youth football.
It is the biggest youth football tournament in the country.
Yeah.
Well, he runs it. I'm going to be doing the food and beverage aspect.
No, you helped me run it until you went back to Salt Lake, and now that you're going to come back, Sebastian's part of the family. We've been doing it since. Well, we had Alaska play Mexico City in American football, and they exchanged a signed helmet, and both teams came out to their anthem. It's never been done, and it was freshmen in high school. It's never been done in the country. We pull 12 to 15,000 people, but the beauty of it is, how many people go back with the memories and stuff like that, and then when they go back, we hand them vehicles they can use to help kids, to help families that can't afford any of this kind of stuff. And that's what I love about Sebastian and his family. They're big on that. No matter where they go, they always leave their mark and their footprint. So hats off to the Para family.
Well, we're all Para family now, so
you don't want some of my paranormal.
You guys too, man. All of y'all. All right, so I thought that we would do some messing around. So me and Gabby are gonna run down to basically where the locals don't go, down to the strip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to a spot. It might be a little controversial. I don't know. It is the corner of Flamingo and Colville Street.
Ooh, Tupac.
And that's where that all happened.
Oh.
So we're gonna go down. They say every once in a while, people, and who knows? I just want to make sure. I want to see. I'll try to debunk it. That they see the apparition of Tupac.
Well, I know a couple locals that have been down there, and they hear the music, and they look everywhere, and they can't find it. One guy went over, and he put his ear to the light pole, and he could hear it inside. Well, you guys go. You go do your thing. I'm not gonna taint it.
And then, all right, guys, check this out. This is crazy.
Kind of freaky.
Dude, we're driving down the street. I'm taking her to a store to go get something. We're driving down the street. Look, right here. Look what that says. Show it. Yeah. No, you
can't reverse the camera.
See that?
It's Tupac, California Love, right?
Okay. We just passed the intersection. We were just at the light where he was killed. Cobalt and Flamingo, right there. I was just telling Gabby, I'm like, look, there it is. That's where he was killed, right on that side. And then all of a sudden, his whole part. I don't want to put it on because I don't want to get. I don't want to copyright. But it's on his part where he started rapping. As soon as we turned the corner, it went on. Is that not crazy or what? We got seriously. She didn't even realize. I'm like, dude. She's like, what? I'm like, She's like, yeah, I know. I figured. I said, yeah, Tupac. She's like, yeah, I know. I figured. I'm like, no, dude, listen. And it's him rapping. That was nuts.
That's creepy.
That was crazy. Oh my God. So I was trying to get to is the fundraising stuff and almost like the telethon. You remember the telethon, Jerry Lewis? Right. So
I already told you where to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tie that in, and we're gonna go see the house. If it's open, I'm gonna try to get in.
It's not going to be open. It's Jerry Lewis's house. I had a house across the street.
Right, that we worked on.
Sebastian was in the house with my son. My son is he played with the Niners, and now he's a pretty well-to-do actor. I don't want to drag him into it without his permission, but Sebastian and Bubba both came running out of the house. Because,
hey guys, we're still in Vegas. We're catching the plane around 4 o'clock or so. But so remember we were talking about Jerry. I can't even. Jerry Lewis. See, she doesn't even know. She don't even know who that is.
No.
Hopefully, some of you guys know who Jerry Lewis is. But this was his house right here. That one right there. And then the Waldman house that Chris was talking about. We're gonna try to get into the Jerry Lewis house, but it's not for sale. Chris said it was for sale, so I don't know. But this house right here is the one. This is the house that Chris was talking about that we did the work on. That we remodeled this house and flipped it back. Well, it's got to be at least 10 years now.
It's out. I didn't tell you this part, but when we blew open I think you knew that when we blew open the master bedroom, they found a dip room, and it's down in what's known as the Scotch 80s on Waldman Avenue, and there was a dip room, and that's where they would dispose of people that couldn't keep their mouths shut. So we did a history on the house, and my son was absolutely right. We weren't going to move in the house. We had a mysterious death with 2 people that were working with us on the house. I haven't talked to you about that, but I will. The concrete guy, I'll have to tell you about that. And we lost him, and just a lot of weird stuff took place, and so we sold the house, and it's still there, and so is Jerry Lewis's. We were neighbors,
so we're gonna head over.
Yeah, that's gonna be heavy for you guys tonight. Really,
actually, that neighborhood is where they filmed Casino.
Yeah, it is.
The house is in there too.
De Niro's house is right down there. So. His real house. So.
All right, so you guys stick around.
Big night.
Welcome, Chris, to the online YouTube fam.
Yeah, Parafam, oh buddy. I've heard a lot of good things about his followers too. So, yeah, keep it real.
Good people.
Keep it real.
All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
But Tony converted to the LDS church. He was really a good guy.
That's a familiar name.
Gambinos?
Uh-huh.
We were instrumental in the gang war and a bunch of bullshit that we got settled. So shoot that, or you don't shoot it, but Cleo?
Yeah.
Crips? And shoot Reds. To LDS. So Crips and Blood.
Oh. That's kind of ironic.
What? No, these are the people.
Crips and Bloods?
Yeah. Where it all started. Out. She walks right by me. I was just laying here by my mom and dad. She walks by me I get a brush. She comes over here by the tree, and then she turned around and she looked at me, and she went around the tree towards the other tree, and it looked like a white mist, and it just went right there, just right between the grave and the tree. She turned around right there and looked at me, because I felt her. I woke up and I looked over. I know it's kind of ghoulish. I'm sleeping here in the cemetery, but that's as close as I could get to my parents. And she turned around and she looked at me right there. And I froze, and it was a warm feeling. I didn't get the goosebumps. See, I'm getting goosebumps now telling it. You can feel it. But as she turned around and looked at me, she was very peaceful. And then she turned, and it wasn't the tree that did it. It was kind of like the distance, but it's ironically between two trees, and as she goes by it, it starts to become a mist, and then it was gone. Just like that. So very powerful and a very warm, comforting feeling. So I didn't recognize her, but I don't know if it had anything to do with me being here with my mom and dad or what.
How long has this cemetery been here?
I buried my dad here in '93. There was nothing out here. That tree was straight up. That one's all curved back. My mom was ornery, but I don't know if she's that ornery.
Well,
I'll show you the pictures when we did my dad's funeral. That tree was just a lot smaller, but she was straight up. All right, I'll show you one more. These are some real powerful people right here, brother.
well,
You know what I mean?
well, Gambino.
Oh, yeah, well, he converted. So, good stuff. People don't realize, a lot of LDS folk here in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
When they convert, it's pretty interesting because they live such a hell life. You know what I'm saying? And their hell life brought them to where as soon as they understood the truth, and as soon as the truth started coming to them, and they started understanding that spirituality that connects us from here to the other side, there was so much anger and so much hate that their body was so relieved they're gone. They just go. As soon as that comes into their life, they're gone.
Yeah.
And if you notice the dates on these, they're all right together.
Yeah.
Because it all happened. When they converted and everything, they were all gone. They just went back home. It's a beautiful thing, really.
Yeah. You staying?
Yeah.
And they're very, very loved. Because there's constantly. I would come out once every week or two and clean Juliet's. I'm the only one that was coming, but it's right here. I was laying right here. That's a brother and a sister. And the one common thing, all this happens by Mormon gravesites. Sorry, I'm not trying to tie the church into it.
Wait, they died together?
Yeah. They were together when they died. Like a car wreck or something, I don't know. But they're brother and sister.
Wow. Well, I mean, when you say about the Mormons, they're the ones that funded Las Vegas originally.
Yeah. She's been a while since I've been here. So she's right here. Sis. Come on, sis.
Is that it?
No. I gotta get back here and get my bearings.
Not easy at night.
No, she's right by the twins. I don't know if I call them twins or not.
Why?
Holy crap. That's why.
Why?
He did it.
Oh,
He redid the stone.
the headstone?
Yeah. See, tomorrow's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Juliet.
Hey, sweetie. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
1 year younger than me.
What's that?
You're younger than me.
She is?
Yep, I was 70. She's 71.
Well, I take back everything I said about you, David. I had to get the headstone and everything. I was so upset. I'm looking for her because she was right next to the twins. That upset me. That's a nice headstone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. She's got Boudreaux on there, or he put Boudreaux on there.
Yep.
That's good respect. That's good respect. All right.
Well, hopefully that makes you feel better.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Good.
I'm glad I came.
Good.
Yeah, that's. I was laying right here. This was a flat headstone, and I was laying on my arm right next to her headstone, so I could have my hand on it.
Yeah.
And I heard the giggling. And it's always well taken care of. They're very loved. I've never met their family. They've never come out when I'm out here. But it was giggling, and I came over here, and I'm listening like this, and because it sounded like it was off, and then I come around back here, and it got a little louder, and right here's where it was the loudest, right here. And it was just giggling, and I could hear a little boy's voice, and then I pulled away, and it stopped.
Oh,
And I remember the giggle and it stopped.
So they're 20 years old?
I don't know. I'd like to know more about them though, because it's a really positive vibe. It was really, I'd like their family to know that happened when I was out here. Again, it's kind of ghoulish, but I lost all my family so fast. You know what I mean? That the only way I could feel close to them was just to come out here. You know what I mean? And I would come out here.
You gotta understand, man.
There was some very powerful stuff happening out here, man.
They got it. They're around here, man. I mean, there's still people that are just in a different...
This brother and sister are very loved. I can tell you that much. Because there's always beautiful things out here and little toys and stuff like that. So, Jesse and PJ are over there. But that's all I wanted to show you.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us. The fam will too, man. All right, so shout out to you guys. Did we let's see. I know we've gotten a few new family members, which is nice. The fam keeps growing, and that's awesome. Thank you very much, you guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Let's build this up so we can take you guys. I got some other places that'll blow your guys' minds, not in this country though, but in Sicily. I want to go retrace some World War II stuff. I actually got a line on where my dad was a POW. He was captured in Hamburg, Germany in World War II, and spent 6 months in a concentration camp there. And through some work with our friend Steve, he found out that my dad found out what concentration camp my dad was in, and it so happens to be the same concentration camp that what's her name? Famous in the war. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Anne Frank. That's it. Yeah, Anne Frank. So I'm gonna do some more research, but it sounds like my dad was in the same concentration camp with Anne Frank. How cool is that? Your grandfather.
It's pretty awesome.